Instead of suffering through the YouTube chat, click like and subscribe.
Hangman Page joins the commentary desk for Rush and Dralistico and Beast Mortos versus the Opps for the trios titles. There's so many things that happen here that they don't really matter, but it seems like there's more complicated than they need to be. Sammy Guevara and Rush, that's horrible, but they are the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. So they are out here competing for another team-based championship belt, but Sammy is not in the match. Why?
Was this a title match?
It was for the trios titles.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah. I just, maybe it doesn't matter. It just makes things more complicated than it needs to be. So the match was tons of fun, especially when Shibata and Rush got in the ring together. I say once again, if I am ever put in charge of a major wrestling promotion, one of my belts will be the Stiff Fucker Championship, and these two will get a first-round bye. They beat the snot out of each other. It was quite awesome. Meanwhile, we cut to the commentary desk, where Hangman, with a completely straight face, totally deadpan, describes Samoa Joe as an absolute Christmas ham of a man. Danielson did not keep a straight face with that. So they got the heat of Shibata. Then he makes his comeback, and on the one hand, it's awesome. On the other hand, dude, you have partners. Tag out. So he finally tags Hobbs in. Hobbs kills everyone. Joe gets his big tag at the end to not kill everyone, just to pick up the scraps. And granted, he's great at picking up the scraps, but if he's getting the title match in 4 days, 5 days, whatever it is, I would have done more to focus on Joe being the man. And he was one of 3 in this match. Things kind of fall apart a little bit at the end there. Dralistico hits Joe with an enziguri, and Joe's kind of stumbling around. And I thought, a perfect setup for the walkaway spot here at the end. But no, Joe just sidestepped him, hooked the choke, and he did choke him out. So Joe got the win at the end. They did an okay job of making Joe look like a killer. Not great, but okay.
Well, the real story here is Rush. They're doing this spot there at the end. He goes for the muscle buster, and Rush and Mortos are going to cut him off. As freaking Rush jumps in the ring, and his knee pad gets caught on the ropes, and he takes a bump, an accidental bump, and freaking dislocates his elbow. And this dude who never sells, he is in pain. And he's like, he is in so much pain. He still makes a save. And then they end up going outside, and I forget who he was out there with. I think it was Shibata. Shibata's trying to do a spot, and Rush is having none of it. He's just in so much pain. I was like, oh my God. I watched it like 4 times. Like, what did he hurt? He hurt his wrist, his hand, his elbow? What happened? So it turns out he dislocated his elbow falling down. So they have a post-match brawl that they need to do, and this frickin' dude pops his own elbow back into the socket,
Jeebus,
hits the ring, and does all of the spots that he's supposed to do. And apparently, like, they went to the back, and almost nobody knew about it. Like, I asked around yesterday because I saw that he got hurt. But then, like, he got hurt, but then was wrestling afterwards. I was like, what happened here? Was he just selling? So I was asking around, like, nobody knew. And finally, I found somebody, and they told me the story. And it was just crazy. He popped his elbow back in. And then, next day, he gets on a flight and flew to Mexico to wrestle L.A. Park and his 2 kids.
what an insane person.
He is a madman.
A true lunatic.
Yeah.
I hope he gets better soon. Feels better soon.
But he's a tough guy.
So after popping his elbow back in, apparently, Rush spits at Hangman to start a fight. Hangman tears LFI apart. And it's funny because Rush is the last one standing, but he avoids the buckshot lariat. I thought, well, why couldn't you just have your world champion hit his finish there, unless they're saving Rush for a title shot? Oh, my tongue is sore now.
What is happening to you over there?
I don't roll my R's very often. But the point is, as much as I'd be fine with that match, I don't think they're going to do it. So I don't know why they couldn't just let Hangman hit his move there. And so Joe, in the confusion, he finds the world championship and just roughly passes it to Hangman Page and leaves. The whole thing was like, it was okay, but as build for the as a match was great. As build for the main event of the pay-per-view this weekend, it was okay, but could have and should have been better.
That was this entire show. That's why I'm wondering if something went down. Because it was just such a weird go-home show. Usually they got like really good go-home shows. Like they don't always have the best wrestling, but usually they do some great build. And this was just like, we're going to put a bunch of average matches on the show and then do angles afterwards for every single one of them. Except maybe one will do the angle before, which is coming up here soon. And, like, that was their build to the show. So I was not blown away by this go-home show.
Not really, no.
Have you grabbed your F4WOnline.com shirt yet? Well, we got a bunch of them. They're up in the store right now. F4WOnline.com/shirts. You can grab your -5 stars shirt, your Dave Meltzer Wrestling Observer shirts, even the brand new After Dark Radio shirt. You love Granny? We have Granny's Gang shirts. Have you ever won a shoot battle royal? Probably not, but you can tell people you did. So check out the store. All of these great shirts and more. It's through Pro Wrestling Tees. F4WOnline.com/shirts. That's F4WOnline.com/shirts.